Welcome to Auto Club Speedway, qualifying underway for the Fort Worth Screen Printing Cup Series. So we see the 30 of Peter Theroux heading out. Drivers get 2 laps to set their best time. Last I checked, we had 28 cars here tonight. So we'll set the ticker to go over to the split so you can check out 20 through 28. We'll watch the 30 come to the start finish. Hi Jake, good luck in the Magic School Bus tonight. This is Lucas Weitzman. Lucas obviously a big fan of Lucas Oil. And because he's in this car, we'll say he's a fan of Kyle Busch. Teammate Quinn Newton. Running the high line on his first lap. Just everyone on track outside of about 6 cars. Should see quite a few trying to get a qualifying lap in here. 30 was the first one out, goes to the top of the charts. 41.28 for Peter Theroux. Mahalo. 39 of Justin Horton goes P2. David Miller, fastest in practice, currently P3. Cody Cleaver jumps up P2 in the Mohawk Camaro. All these are on their first time lap. .30 car Peter Theroux puts in his second lap here. Goes a little bit faster. He'll get a 41.13, but Lucas Hoytsma jumps over top. 41.04 for Hoytsma. Top 6 cars now have put in their second lap. Ethan Evers jumps up to 4th. Miller will stay in 3rd. Cliff Mullins jumps up to 7th in the Race22.com machine. Mark Dingman settles in for 8th. Gallimore still has a second lap to go. He's currently going through 3 and 4. See if he's able to jump up from 12th position. Gallimore to the line. 41.21, that'll move him up. Gallimore goes all the way to 3rd. Nice jump there. Jimmy Scherer going to look for something similar, easy for me to say. Scherer hits the line. Let's see what we pick up. Does not pick up. Scherer will stay in 16th. Lilith Peters' second lap goes all the way to 2nd. Great lap there from Lilith. Mike Chris on his second lap. Ride with the 70 as he goes around. Works out of turn number 4. See if he stays out by the wall. If he comes down to the bottom, he'll come down to the apron. Cross the line. 41.41 for Mike Chris. Moves him to 15th. 20 cars put an official time down. Mikey's out there trying to get all he can on his second lap. His first one didn't count, so he must have brushed the wall a little bit or off track or something. Mikey to the line. 41.16. That'll be a good lap. That'll put him 4th quickest. Has a little connection issue there. Pops in and out. Giglio on track, but I don't think he's going to have a lap time put in. Blake works off turn number 4. Looks like he's losing the back end on purpose so he doesn't get to the line. And that'll do it for qualifying. We head to our main event. 102 laps at Auto Club Speedway. Field forms up on the grid. As we said, we have 28, 30 cars. 2 cars joined late there in qualifying, so 30 cars. 30 cars tonight. Let's jump in on rear chase. We can flip through the starting lineup. Oh, the sun's beating right down. It's hard to tell. That's alright. We'll use it anyway. Wait for the grid to fill in a little bit and get some water before my kidney hates me more. Alright, let's get this party started. Starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12. Labor 12, check them out on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you find your music, YouTube. They're on all of them. Check them out. Labor12.com. We got Lucas Hoisma in first. Lilith Peters second. Peter Thoreau in third. Brennan Bikey in fourth. Paul Gallimore fifth. David Miller will start sixth. Mike Edwards, not gridded up yet, starts seventh, alongside his teammate Ethan Evers, rolling off in the 8th position. Dave Hoytsma starts in 9th, alongside Justin Horton, not on the grid yet. Cliff Mullins will start in 11th, alongside Mark Dingman in the 82. Quinn Newton starts 13th, right as I say his name, pops up on the grid. Good job there, Quinn. Cody Cleaver will start 14th in the Mohawk Camaro. Ian Montrose, the Bass Pro Chevy, starts in 15th. Mike Chris in the Low Drag Esports Mustang starts in 16th. Swicegood Labor 12 Chevy starts in 17th. Jeremy Scherer Bet MGM Chevy starts in 18th. Daniel Wallen Labor 12 Camaro starts in 19th. CJ Orndorff, welcome back in the Subway Ford, starts in 20th. Jonathan Legger in the Hooters Dodge starts in 21st. Blake Giglio Labor 12 Ford starts in 22nd. Corey Deal, just a big purple Mustang, starts in 23rd. Dalton Hayes in the Bud All-Star paint scheme starts in 24th. Nick Hammer, National Fallen Firefighter Foundation Chevy, starts 25th. Cameron Perez in the, I forget what that is, Proximity Racing, that's what it is. Proximity Racing Camaro starts 26th. JR Deal, the Outlaw, he'll roll off in 27th. Jake Lawrence, Magic School Bus Machine, starts in 28th. Kelly Hyatt in the Craftsman Mustang starts 29th. Scott Elson, the Traxxas Camry, starts in 30th. Beautiful. We are out and underway on our pace lap here. Front row of Hoytsma and Peters. Do we dare unmute chat?
Have some fun.
Have some fun. Perfect. It's a good time. Got the Labor 12 cars. There's so many. That reminds me. Let's turn off the starting lineup music. You guys don't need that all race long. I feel like all the Labor 12 cars are on the inside row somewhere. Pace car brings the field through turns 3 and 4. 204 miles, 102 laps. Halfway points go out at the end of lap 51. Pace car's off. Have to wait for the green on initial start. And there it is, green flag's in the air. Lucas Hoytsma, Lilith Peters get us started. A couple of Chevrolets up front. Really, the whole top 6 is Chevrolet. Hoytsma going to try to use that inside line, short way around, to get ahead of Peters and then pull up on the backstretch ahead of him. Able to get that done. Hoytsma up to the front. As we have contact in the rear, that is 47 of Dalton Hayes, 11 of Nick Hammer. 2 cars starting from the pits. That looks like Mike Edwards, and I couldn't tell the other. Looks like Justin Horton. Let's go back and see what happens to 47 and 11. 47 looks like the back end starts to come around on Dalton. Just never gets it collected. Takes out Nick Hammer. Nick just an innocent bystander. There's Hayes. Back end goes around. Yellow is out. Let's see. Looks like Jonathan Legger has some damage in the Hooters Dodge. Oh my gosh, Daniel Llewellyn goes for a vicious hit there.
I'd like to protest someone after this race.
Llewellyn gets into Blake Giglio, shoots Llewellyn. Those two are teammates. Shoots Llewellyn up into the outside wall, collects Jonathan Legger.
Thank you.
Let's go back and see what happens to the 16
23 has been
Giglio.
released from Low Drag Esports.
Watch Llewellyn come down into him right there. Oh, there's two cars wrecking up ahead. There's two separate wrecks there.
Wow.
See what happens here. Oh, Montrose loses it. The one car collects the two.
I mean, I'm a free agent.
Let's rewatch that. Montrose in the middle of 3 wide here. The back end comes around on that good wrench Chevy. Bounces up into the 2, collects the 24. Twice good. I believe there's one more car involved in that. Looks like maybe a Ford. Hard to tell. Let's watch it from Cleaver. That was the 15 of Share, and a Chevy gets involved there late. So lap 2. A large collection of cars getting tangled up in wrecks and damage, and the cars that started from the pits looking like geniuses at this point. Let's see. Cars that have come to pit road. Horton on and off pit road in the 39. I think he topped off with fuel. Blake Giglio. Looks like he came down, took the fast repair. 16's good as new. Hyatt also on and off pit road. 5-second stop. Edwards, I think, just wanted to be towards the back. He was
sorry guys, I got to leave.
started from the pits.
Full, so that one was on me.
Swicegood's been on and off. Looks like he's taking the fast repair. A lot of fast repairs going early in this race. Dalton Hayes, 16-second stop for him, so he might have been checking the damage. He tangled with the 11 earlier in the lap. Brandon Mikey, the 27. Cameron, the 11. Looks like Cameron's had to use a repair. Because he had damage on that right front. It looks like it still might be some damage there, so he may have repaired his. It's like 25 seconds for Nick Hammer, so I think he repaired some of that damage on the 11. A Wallen, he went head on to the outside wall, so his...
uncalibrated, right in the middle. Sorry.
So that's probably what Mikey's issue was there. Looks like Edwards on pit road a second time. It's going to top off with fuel and go to the back on purpose. Cody Cleaver coming back around in that 2. He had a minute stop, so he not taking the fast repair. He was working on damage. Jonathan Legger shows he had a minute-long stop. I know he had some front-end damage after that accident, so saving his fast repair. Lance Trout on our pace car as we enter turn 3. Let's take a quick look at those fast repairs, see who's used them. Top 20 is still good, but those last 8, last 10, those are the ones we want to check. Swice had to use it, Llewellyn. Only 2 have used it so far. Pace car's off. We're getting set to restart here as we come to begin lap number 5. 97 Hoytsma gets on the accelerator. We're back underway. Hoytsma and Peters. Peters has the 30 of Peter Thoreau underneath. Watch the battle for second as Hoytsma gets away as the 30 starts to have connection issues right when we were on board. Peter's going to use that top side, I believe, to get a good run down the backstretch and hold off the 30. Gallimore is clear. About the top 10 now, all single file. And the top 15. That Cliff Mullins and the green and black machine all the way up by the wall. Cameron Perez was right on his back bumper. Quinn Newton inside of Perez. Perez all the way up by the wall.
I don't know why I got a black hood passing under yellow.
Probably because you passed under yellow. We made it farther than the initial start. Now we have a challenge for the lead. Hoytsman doesn't know which lane to jump in with both of them side by side. Up to the outside wall he goes. Gets the angle getting down in the corner. 30 will stay way up by the wall. The run the 30 gets on Hoytsman. Challenge for the lead. Hoytsman going to drop to second as Stereo takes the lead. Peters trying to draft off Dario, work their way past Hoytsman. Going to get alongside. Battle for the second position as Hoytsman goes ahead and gives it up so he can stay on the bottom. 0-1 of Peters up to second. Now Gallimore. I believe that's Dave Hoytsma.
Dude, you want to go ahead and pass, man? Go ahead.
Dave Hoytsma up into the top 5.
Thank you.
Trying to run down his son in third.
Told you.
Paul Gallimore sits between them. Team Watson Racing Setups number 17. A little further back, you have Ethan Evers in 6th, Cameron Perez up to 7th. Perez still riding that wall. Keeps his left tires right at the top seam. So we'll get a good run down this backstretch. Let's take over 6th position from Ethan Evers. 3 wide scramble a little further back. It's the 1, the 15, and the 27. And Blake Giglio in a 16 trying to get involved also. And it's for 14th, 15th, 16th. Just ahead of them, you see the 9 JR Deal, 99 Corey Deal. JR is in 19th, Corey is in 11th.
Q4, you just hanging out the back, or?
There's the 9. Lucas now looks to the inside of the 30. 30 comes down to block. Cameron Perez is going to take advantage on the high side. He'll take over third as gets by on the outside of Hoytsman. Perez with a lot of speed on that top side. To 30, tries to take the line away, gets into the outside wall. Both of them tag the wall. Now the 91 is going to cut to the inside. Try to use momentum to get past the 30. Gets it done. 1 car left for Perez to get by, and that is our race leader, Lilith Peters. Highline really been working for Perez. Perez going to try to cut off the 30. The 30 is trying to get to the outside. Dangerous game of blocking there. Perez going to stay right up by the wall. Catches a little bit of it. Don't think it's going to slow him down too much. Peters tries to get away. Hoytsman trying to take second on the inside line. Just not able to get the run down the backstretch. Watch the 91 and 30. 91's up into the fence again, gets a little out of shape. That may give the run to the 30 as they go 3 wide. Hoytsma and both get by Perez. Dario and Hoytsma moving up. Hoytsma pushing the 91 back up the track. This is very entertaining, the 2 different lines. Meanwhile, Peters stays about a half second ahead of this. Hoytsma settles in, and it looks like the 17 of Gallimore able to get by Perez, drops him back to 5th. Gallimore able to get by the 91. Now Ethan Evers gets to the inside of the 91 of Perez. They make contact, just ever so slightly. Perez now running in the middle of the track, not all the way up by the wall like we saw earlier. Perez smacks the outside wall and around he goes. Perez going to go sliding to the inside wall, makes heavy contact. Still green as a one-car incident. Perez into the inside wall. Fastest car in practice, the 20 of David Miller, making their way towards the front. Currently in that 7th position. The 30. Learned something from Perez, still running that top line.
This doesn't work out too well for him.
Oh my gosh! Apparently I wasn't the only one thinking that.
Nobody saw that coming.
There goes my teammate.
The 91 car has retired from the race and will finish 30th. Hoisma still working the bottom. Peter Theriot still working the top. And we're still side by side up there. Elizabeth Peters, meanwhile, is falling back to this pack. Had a half-second lead. See the back end on that 30 car stepping out big time as they get into the fence. A lot like what we saw with the 91.
That hurt.
I'm going to say that hurt. I believe you.
Did you say not clear?
I think he said that hurt because he slacked the wall there.
That's what I heard. Hoytsma takes the wall.
Yeah, I
the
said
wall
that
takes
hurt.
the lead on the outside,
Okay,
going
clear, sure.
around Lilith
Didn't want to put
Peters.
anybody in the wall. Nah, you were good. We were good race for that. I was just being not very smart. Oh.
Gallimore now trying to take over second in 17. These cars very, very interesting on corner exit. They get tight for a little bit, then they get loose on it right at the exit. So you see a lot of these drivers struggling off of turn 2. Very tough car to handle off turn 2 here at Auto Club. Gallimore takes over second. Now Theriot and Peters battle for third. Ethan Evers in the 26 making his presence felt there. And you got the 20 of David Miller up to 6th now. Two of those Team Watson Racing set up cars in that group. Peters hangs on to third 4 now, but I think the 30 is going to have the momentum down the backstretch as that is 88 Quinn Newton up and into the outside wall. He's drifting back quickly. Miller going to get by Ethan Evers for the 5th position, move up into the top 5. Now he's going to try to figure out where to go in this 2-car battle for 3rd. As Gallimore breaks away from the field, trying to join Lucas Hoytsma. Peter Theriot gets 3rd. Miller up now to 4th position, getting by Peters. Peters 5th, Evers 6th. Then here comes Mike Chris, Blake Giglio, and Justin Horton. Cliff Mullins in that mix as well. Someone in the back just shot off. Dalton Hayes up and into the outside wall. And I think that was J.R. Deal, the outlaw that we saw shooting into the inside. Keeping his car in one piece. Good heads-up driving there by Outlaw. Hoytsma trying to stretch it out. Nearly a full second over Gallimore. Gallimore's 2nd. Miller is up to 3rd now.
Not driven to set it up this loose in quite a while.
Ethan Evers
Most crazy, man. Real loose, I'm tight.
3 wide as Peters takes the top. Not going to be able to stay up there, though. Giglio, Mike Chris, and Peters all went 3 wide behind them, though. Very impressive to all get off turn 2 going in the right direction. Oh, Evers gets sideways in the 26. Is he going to be able to save it? He does. Oh, they're 4 wide. Now we're going to have a big wreck. Looking like Daytona all of a sudden. Cars smacking in every which way. That all started when Evers got a piece of the apron, and then they ended up 4 wide. I don't think they
Second
knew
up
they
at
were
the
4
one.
wide, and it was a mess.
How did I know Cliff Mullins was going to be involved?
Huh.
Let's watch this one
Are
fire
you-
chase. See, Evers gets a little out of shape there. Giglio tries to go in the inside, and then Peters is there. The 30 is there. They go 4 wide, don't know it. As a result, they all wide them up. Cliff Mullins. Oh my gosh. Corey Deal sliding
Get
in there
behind me,
hard.
Cliff.
See if we can watch that from the 99. That was a rough hit for Corey. Go on board with the 99. See the wreck happening up ahead. He's trying to pick a lane. Loses it as he's doing so. Plows into the door of, I believe that was Mike Christopher. That was tough. Definitely Mike Christopher. It was the 4 wide not working well. Chris nowhere to go. Cliff Mullins piles in. And Corey Deal. Well. That was a big hit. Let's watch it from Cliff. Gosh, Cliff's car numbers jumping everywhere. There goes the 4 wide going bad. Find somebody who makes it through towards the back of it. There you go, Cody Cleaver. Sees the smoke all up ahead. Cleaver gets it back down away from the other cars. Drops it to the apron, picks a lane, makes it through. Nice move there, Cody Cleaver. We made it a nice little chunk there, green flag racing. 18 laps before we found out 4 wide doesn't work coming off the corner. Pretty good stretch. Lucas Huisma, race leader. Jeremy Scherer now sits in second. 10-second stop for Scherer. Could be 2 tires, could be no tires. Not sure what the strat there was on the 15, but definitely a short stop. So he comes back down. So Scherer returns to pit road. See behind him, that's the 9 of J.R. Deal, the 14 of Mike Edwards. Who has the Macho Man for their pit board? That's great. Oh yeah. Lights are out on our iRacing pace car sedan. Huisma and Gallimore be your front row. Miller Horton row 2. Cleaver Dingman row 3. Swicegood Mikey row 4. Mullins and Lawrence complete your top 10. See if we can get a quick word with 26 after that, right? Ethan DG, got copy?
Hello.
Well, that got interesting. 4 wide doesn't work off the corner.
Yeah, Giglio gave me a shot getting in that corner, and I just never did collect it, so it started way at the beginning of it.
10-4. Well, good luck to you.
All right, man, appreciate it.
Well, now we know what happened.
Yep.
No idea what that was just said. Anybody have a guess? Pace cars off. Huisma and Gallimore. Here we go. Huisma quickly on the accelerator. Gets a nice jump over Gallimore and Miller. Miller's going to get alongside Gallimore for second. I believe he's going to clear him by the time they get to 1. That's how good the jump on the inside line was. Oh, he gets up the track a little bit. It's going to make Gallimore lift, and now Miller will be clear. Cleaver, meanwhile, battling the 39 is for the 4th position. As we see the field make their way onto the backstretch. Mostly single file. Looks like Swicegood trying to get by Bikey. The battle for 7th. Jake Lawrence in that mix as well. Keep watching this battle as everyone else is single file up front. Although now the 2 of Cleaver gets up the track. It's going to allow the 39 by, and Dingman's going to try and get along as well. Cleaver gets pinned in by Dingman. He won't be able to jump back down to the bottom. Now Dingman has Bikey to the outside. The outside does get a usually good run down the straightaway, but the 39 up and into the fence. That is Justin Horton. He'll give away the spot to Dingman here and Bikey. Probably Lawrence and Swicegood by the time he gets to the corner. You lose so much momentum when you get into the wall on the straightaway. Now Lawrence inside Bikey. That is for the 6th position. Bikey will get it back down the straightaway. 85 comes off pit road. Or he was just that low on the track. Scott Elston's still 16th, so he wasn't in pit road. He was just that low on the track. Top 5 still in line as
Sorry,
Dingman
Michael.
joins the top 4. The 30 of Thurio back up top. Get a huge run on Bikey down the straightaway, but nowhere to go with it. 39 and 30 are both going to have to stay in line. Horton tries to go high on Bikey, and Thurio is going to try to go high on Horton. We're going to be 3 wide there if we don't. Oh my gosh. Bikey squeezed it in there. Guys are racing hard, and it's only lap 27. Cody Cleaver battles Gallimore for 3rd. I believe the 2 Watson Racing cars are just kind of taking it easy. They could have challenged Hoytsma, but haven't. Got Bikey trying to join the team up there as well. Thurio's still in that high line. Just going to use it to get by Bikey here. Puts this right up on the back bumper of Gallimore. Gallimore's going to go middle. That's going to let Thurio go to the top. Thurio not quite as high this time. Got a huge run on Gallimore, but had nowhere to take it. Had a car on his inside. He couldn't drop down. The 30 gets clear racetrack. The high line's going to work for a little while. But he catches the fence on the front stretch. Not going to be able to get that run that he was getting. Still, you see he's able to stay door to door with Cleaver in the 4th spot. Now you see the 39 trying to move up there as well. Justin Horton liking what he sees from the 30. Going to try it out. Here comes the push from Thurio. Pushes 17 out in front of the 2. Brings the 68 with him. Now Gallimore is going to be under attack here. Thurio's going to get to his outside. Now he's going to get tucked in behind the 20. The 20 goes down to help his teammate. That's actually probably going to hurt him as the 30 dices between them. Miller runs the middle. Thurio's still higher than that, and the 39 is the highest car of all of them. That allows Thurio to get to the outside of the 20 of Miller. Hoytsman drops down to try and pull the inside line along. He's going to have the company of Therio in very short order. Gallimore trying to run the middle here. That's not going to work out too great. Therio a little out of shape coming off the corner. Saw the back end of that car dancing. Still takes over second. He'll tuck in, try to chase down Lucas Hoitzman for the lead. It's just been fun to watch this car run that top line and make gains. Still bringing that 39 with him. Cody Cleaver got loose on the inside. That's going to drop him back as he has to let off the throttle. Black and orange machine drifts back. Bikey's going to take over. I believe that was the 6th position. Therio staying dedicated to that top. Hoitzma continues to roll bottom or one lane off the bottom. The 30 into the fence again, coming off 4. Keep an eye on that gap. First to second, it's 0.3. Hoitzma looks like he's all alone in certain shots there. Flip back, and there is the 30. Able to use that momentum to stay ahead of the 20 of Miller. Weird to see the 30 run low through 3 and 4. Trying to stay ahead of the 20, gives a block on the straightaway. Side by side behind him, Mikey and Gallimore. Those are teammates battling for 5th. Lucas liking all this 2x2 behind him. I think the 33 having some issues there. Kelly Hyatt right front damaged big time on a 33. See if we can find where that happened. It's okay into 1. Probably gonna get tied off 2 and then maybe snap loose, be my guess. Looked like it was heading to the outside wall and they pulled it down and then ooh, breaks the right front, and that is why the 33 was headed to pit road.
I'm sorry, 27. I started getting sideways and then my game rose. I don't know if it showed that on anybody else's end, and then I couldn't save it.
Oh, the 30. Peter Therio was running up towards the lead there. Just lost it on the backstretch. Collects the 27 of Brendan Bikey.
The game, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Car got loose.
Sorry, man. Just try to hold up against the wall if you get loose like that. And so,
yeah, I was
coming out of 2.
And then, like I said, it froze, and I basically lost all control of it.
So you're saying the game froze, and that's why they couldn't control a race car. Never a good feeling. Well, Hoitzma leads. Miller second. Horton, Cleaver, and Gallimore your top 5. Sure, we're headed for a pit cycle here.
What do you mean?
You can't hear you.
85, we got to go by 27.
Sure, we'll see at least fuel stops here.
28, got to go by me.
28 can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
You got to yell at him.
God, don't say that. Don't
There's
say
going to be a
that.
bunch of passing on the yellows from the yellows. Slow them down.
Give some more.
I don't know why you're upset me. You ran into the back of me.
I gotta
Please,
pass
man.
it on to yellows so they can catch up fast enough.
Hits his box.
Come on.
Fuel only for Hoitzman.
28 cannot hear us.
Apparently the memo is not getting around that the 28 driver is deaf. Literally deaf.
You have to type to him. That's all you can do.
Well, I can't type and drive at the same time. I'm not that stupid.
But it's easy.
I don't feel like thinking. I just know he ran to the back of me, and I don't know.
Yo, I've seen his stream. He's got text. He's got voice to text. You can see what we're saying sometimes.
When he's watching stream.
First car that did not do fuel only is the 11, Nick Hammer in 16th. CJ Orndorff has not pit yet in the subway machine. One, two, green here is the two cars that were trapped between the pace car and the leader go around. Jonathan Legger will be back on the lead lap. Kelly
Somebody's
high up.
putting it in the inside.
We'll
Okay.
go from 2 down to 1 down.
Yeah, inside.
Yeah, it had me on the inside too, but I'm supposed to be in fourth. Do we just line up out there, or what do you want us to do?
Just line up, I'll clear.
iRacing Glitch was telling second place to line up on the inside line. Now the field's going to be all jumbled up. They don't know which line to be in.
At 24, you're on the outside, bud.
No, it's messed up. It's telling the inside. It just says stay where you're at.
Yeah, it's the opposite. Ethan just said for us to do line up how we are, he'll go clear.
Got it.
This field tries to get it figured out before we go green. Quite a mess. Pace car working through 3 and 4.
I love that butt luck too.
I'm not going to ask. I'm just not. Green flag back in the air. 18, CJ Orndorff leads us. Lucas Hoitzma,
I need a black clear from the.
Miller and Giglio, top 4. Orndorff on the older tires, going to be a sitting duck. 15 laps more on his tires than the rest of the field. Oh, contact. Lucas Hoitzma gets collected with Orndorff. Hoitzma's going to smack the inside wall. So far, we stay green. Unfortunate for Hoitzma. Was there contact maybe from the 16? Yeah, 16 knocks him into Hoitzma. Blake Giglio just gave him a bump. Sent him into Giglio's teammate, and around they went. So the fastest car in the race for most of the race has been sent into the inside wall. Lucas Hoitzma, unfortunate there. Miller up to second, Horton third. You have Gallimore and Cleaver fourth and fifth. Here comes Swice, good into the equation, the 24 Labor 12 machine. 2 of Cleaver running right up by the wall. Drops it down on the front stretch. See if he chooses to go back to the top in 1 and 2. Nope, but the 39 staying up there. Horton gets up and into the fence. A little too high. Oh, the 2 is out of shape. Cleaver, is he going to save it? He does. What a save from Cleaver. That car was very sideways going through 2. Hands are hurting after that crash. Gotcha. Miller and Giglio still 1 and 2. Gallimore and Horton battle for third. Horton making that outside work. Is that Corey Deal making his way back up there after that heavy hit he had in that last crash? Deal up to 6th. His brother not too far behind. JR the Outlaw sits there in 9th. Mike Edwards up to 8th. Oh, look out. That is Ian Montrose smacking the outside wall a few times. He's going to lose it, I
Sorry,
think.
Mark.
Trying to click back to him, but he keeps moving.
Why would you come back up the track?
I was out of control, man.
Caution comes out.
Sorry.
I had it locked down and everything.
Montrose
Alright,
smacks
so
the
it looked
outside
like you
wall.
just took a straight right and just went boom right back up the track. I got you. It's all good.
Is that sarcasm?
That
No,
Cleaver.
I believe him. It just looks like he went straight right.
Oh, Dingman and Cleaver get together. Gets on the grass. That's where Newton thought he went straight
Sorry,
right.
Corey, about washed up in front of you right there, dude.
Oh, Scott Elston gets involved in the 85 Traxxas machine. This is the brake Hoistman needed. Let's watch that from the cockpit of the 85. What's up, Clapper?
No, Mike.
So Expo happened way up ahead. Elston's at the back of the field. Hear him let off the throttle. See Cleaver come right back up the track and then, oh man. Elston had no idea that was coming. Quite a few cars hitting pit road, including Lilith Peters in the 0-1, farthest one to the front. Peters overshoots the box a little bit there. Whoops. Oh my gosh, Hoytsma coming into his box collects.
Sorry, Lucas.
I believe that was the 1. Ian
Can't go
Montrose
anywhere.
drives out of his box as Hoytsma's coming in. They don't see each other. Hoytsma right across the nose of the 1.
My spotter didn't call out the pit stall and I missed down. Sorry, Lucas.
Oh, good. He made it out with no damage, I think. As long as he didn't lose anything, we're good.
Blake Giglio takes over the race lead after the incident between Orndorff and Lucas Hoytsma. Miller now second, Gallimore third, Horton and Mike Edwards. Where did he come up into the top 5? Corey Deal and JR Deal. The brothers Deal 6th and 7th. Swicegood is 8th, Hammer 9th, Jake Lawrence rounding out your top 10. Looks like the freshest tires are in 5th. Mike Edwards.
Guys, he cannot hear us.
How many people are going to talk to the 28? Nice, Mikey. How many sets you got tonight? I didn't read the news flash. Been trying not to.
Yeah, the
vomit.
28 is depth, guys.
3 sets in the pits. Nice. Just in case we need it, Mike, what's the fuel window look like? This pit stop, the tires will be coming from 19th Cliff Mullins. 25 laps on a fuel run. Nice. Getting set for a restart here.
I don't know if this is clearable, but I got passing under yellow going into the pits for someone that was pit the lap before.
Huh. Why would it matter if they pit the lap before? What? Giglio gets the launch. We're back underway as we come to start lap 46. Closing in on halfway. Halfway at the end of lap 51. Giglio, Miller, Gallimore, Horton, and Deal. The Corey deal. 39 Horton right back up to that wall. Gets a little out of shape, tags the wall. Not ideal there. Edwards stuck in behind Gallimore. Probably would like to move up, but Deal on this outside. Edwards going to use those fresh tires to get inside of the 17. We're 3 wide on the front stretch. 3 wide behind him as well. Looks like Daytona all of a sudden. Nick Hammer pushing forward in the 11. Oh, it's going to be close with JR Deal. That got tight. Edwards now up to 3rd. See if he's able to reel in Miller and Giglio for the stage points here. 5 laps, 4 laps till we give those away. Hammer gets by the 39. He'll be up to the 6th spot. JR Deal now is 5th. Fresher tires on the 14, the 9, and the 11. All those cars should be moving to the front. As Edwards gets by Miller and going for the lead here on Giglio. Edwards to the inside, gets by Blake Giglio. Mike Edwards to the lead in the 14. And this Fort Worth screen printing KVRP Toyota to the lead. Blake Giglio, Labor 12 Ford is 2nd. Johnny Outlaw. Don't look now, but he's up to 3rd.
I didn't know you were going to sheep the gap there, Brandon. Sorry.
It's got Demon Hunter on the quarter panels. Good band if you haven't given them a listen. That doesn't sound good. 39's involved, the 1. Looks like the 15's going around. Mayhem in the back. 01 Peters was involved. They've been towards the front all race long. Tough to see where that one started.
Stage is at the end of 51, guys. No
Contact Montrose into the 39. So Montrose lost the 1 car, got up into the 39, then all hell broke loose. See if we can get a wider view of that. Here we go. You see the 1 gold and black on the inside get loose, come up into the 39. Then they go up. Jake Lawrence nearly avoided that, just got severely tiny clipped. And then you see all the carnage. The 01 hitting the inside wall. 85, 68. Like the 30 was involved. Big mess. All right. Who pits and who doesn't? Stage points are given out the end of lap 51. So the yellow coming out at an awkward time for stage points, but we do not change it. So who pits and who doesn't? Who cares about stage points? Who couldn't give a rip?
I got a passing under yellow.
Stop passing under yellow.
Lucky dog eye.
Daniel Wallen getting a lucky dog. I think that was a Wallen. Was it Lucas? Or did Llewellyn just say it for Lucas? What's up, Neo? Okay, so cars that stay out. are the top 13. Edwards, Deal, Miller, Hammer, Gallimore, Mike Chris, Swicegood, Bikey, Mullins, Lawrence, Llewellyn, Dingman, and Hyatt. Cars that came down here taking fuel only: Giglio, Deal, Cher, Evers. Then tires for Quinn Newton, Peter
Pass them
Thurio,
under yellow.
Cody Cleaver. Man, these guys pass under yellow a lot.
Thank you, Ethan.
Not sure how you didn't die. I saw you go sliding, but you didn't hit nothing, right?
Oh, thank you, Mike.
I mean, it's the stage points. They're going to be coming out right here. I believe this is as we get the 1 to green, so nobody that stayed out will be able to pit here. Should get a nice, easy, orderly stage point handout here. Mike Edwards 10 points, Johnny Outlaw getting the 9, David Miller 8, Nick Hammer 7, Gallimore 6, Mike Chris 5, Swicegood 4, Bikey 3, Cliff Mullins gets 2, and Jake Lawrence, who was involved in that wreck, gets a stage point.
My bad, Dalton. You're good, brother. Again, sorry about that earlier.
All right. Cars on a bit older tires. 3rd place, David Miller in a 20. Gallimore, Swicegood 5th and 6th. And Jake Lawrence. Those cars are going to be struggling for grip a bit. It's been
Can you give me any
quite a few laps since they've gotten 4 tires.
You up again, Ethan? Ian?
Ethan Ian.
Yeah, well,
Car on the best set of
You're
tires.
welcome.
Quinn Newton closest to the front. 88 car will be restarting 16th.
Thank you, sir.
See how he moves up through the field. .26 cars still in the lead lap. Elston 3 laps down in pit road. 3 other cars out of the race. Here we go back to green. Edward gets us launched. Miller, Johnny Outlaw side by side for 2nd. It's like Kelly Hyatt dropping back in the red and black Craftsman Mustang. Edwards to the lead. Miller and JR Deal fight for 2nd. Miller running about a lane up off the bottom. Outlaw a lane down off the wall. Outlaw going to make the top work. Takes over 2nd. Now Miller falls back into the grass of Hammer and Christopher. Mike Chris going to try to use the bottom here to get alongside Miller coming off the corner. See if the camera is able to use a crossover here. Looks like he may have gotten a little too much of the outside wall coming off 2. Slowed down his run. Mike Chris continuing to work inside the 20 of Miller. And the camera going to try and join him as they come off turn number 4. Johnny Outlaw starting to reel in Mike Edwards for the race lead. Brennan Bikey all the way up to the top. Try to use this momentum on the straightaway. Now both the Team Watson cars up to the top. Mike Chris is 3rd. Nick Hammer now 4th. So watch this pile of cars. Mark Dingman all the way to the top of 3 wide here. Bikey probably not wanting to be in the middle of that. Cliff Mullins won the Daytona race. Here he is up into the top 5. It's a front 5. Get single file. Miller had to lift as he was heading quickly to that outside wall. Now we're looking for 3 wide with Dingman on the bottom. Tried the top, now he's gone to the bottom. See the 30 of Therio back up into the top 10. Is he going to shoot the middle here? He's thinking about it. Therio does have the freshest tires. He's gotten by Quinn Newton for that position. Highest running car on that freshest set of tires. 16 of Giglio all the way up by the wall. He's above that last seam. Giglio giving it everything. Cleaver all the way down on the apron. Things getting wild. Just past halfway. Therio thought about drifting up, but Giglio was running a little bit lower line. He had to lift a bit. Now he's going to drop to the bottom. It's a great thing about this track. There's so many options. Edwards a little bit of a gap over Mike Chris now in second. JR Deals falling to third. Then you have Cliff Mullins in fourth. Nick Hammer in 11 and fifth.
Sorry about that.
I think Miller may have got the wall pretty hard there.
Yeah, Neo took his 4 wide anyway.
Oh my gosh. Looks like the 28 Jonathan Legger going to go all the way to the top. They're suddenly 4 wide. The 20 is starting to come up. Doesn't realize they're 4 wide, I don't think. And they make contact. Giglio goes into the fence. And that's why we saw Miller dropping back with Giglio. Also back to 18th. Edwards still leads. Mike Chris closing in the 70. Those vehicles on equal strategy. Cliff Mullins slightly fresher tires. He is in the 3rd position. He's got 7 lap fresher tires on that black and green machine. They all need to be on the lookout for the 2 and the 30 coming through the field together. Cleaver and Therio. They've only got 8 laps on these tires. And they are using them up. You saw, I think it was Bikey in the 27 up ahead of them getting into the fence. The 2 and the 30 split Daniel Llewellyn. One goes high, one goes low. Bit weird seeing that 30 car on the bottom, and it's not going to work out too good for him. Bikey gets through. Therio going to have to try again. Jonathan Legger moving forward. He's on pretty fresh tires as well. Mike Chris has Cliff Mullins closing in. Battle for second heating up.
Wow, dude, check up.
Daniel Llewellyn goes around. Caution back out once more. We'll go see what Llewellyn is unhappy about. Mark Dingman gets into the outside wall, I think, and then comes down into Llewellyn. Yeah, Dingman bounces it off the wall. I think Daniel thinks he just got into him without hitting wall. Llewellyn gets into the 27 of Bikey. And then Llewellyn lets up to let Bikey straighten it out as Mark Dingman hits the outside wall and comes down into Daniel. So frustration for the 23 team. As he led up to let one car save it, gets hit by another car. Clearly has irated him. Here comes Edwards, Mike Chris, Cliff Mullins, JR Deal, Nick Hammer, Peter Therio, Bikey, Jonathan Legger. Can't tell whose car that is behind him. I think it's Peter's. 82 at Dingman, 39. All hitting pit road. Staying out, Cody Cleaver,
Lucky dog hot.
Lucas Weitzman, Quinn Newton, Ian Montrose. You know, Scott Elston getting one of his 7 laps back, 8 laps back. Edwards on and off pit road there. Fuel only stop for a lot of these cars. Mikey was in his pit for 9/10 of a second. I don't even know what he did. Can't be right? There's nothing you can do in your pits for 9/10 of a second. I think your timing's a little broken there. So the top 4 stay out. Cody Cleaver, Lucas Weitzman, Quinn Newton, Ian Montrose. Then cars taking fuel, Edwards, Mullins, Stereo, Peters, Bikey, Horton, and Legger all the way back to 11th. Mike Chris getting a set of tires in 12th. That will be the car to watch. JR Deal behind him got fuel. Then Dingman a set of tires in the 82. Miller tires in the 20. Gallimore grabbed a set of tires, as did the Purple People leader Corey Deal. Ethan Evers a set of tires 18. Dalton Hayes took a set. Scherer, looks like Swicegood took a set. After that, your guess is as good as mine. Hyatt was in there a while, as was Lawrence Hammer coming back down pit road. Daniel Llewellyn fixing damage in the 23 team. 1 to green. Let's take a look at our fast repairs. Mike Edwards still has one, as does Cliff Mullins. The 01 of Peters, even though they've been involved in a couple incidents, they still have one. Legger somehow still has one. Johnny Outlaw still has his, as does Miller, Gallimore, Evers. A lot of them used up already, though. Jake Lawrence still has one. CJ Orndorff's out of the race, as is Perez. Wow. Not many fast repairs left. Still a lot of race to go. Cars will start being knocked out of this one. Field working their way through turns 3 and 4. We're heading for a restart. Pace car will make that sharp left. Here we go. Cleaver, your leader, gets us restarted in the 2. Mohawk branding Camaro. Lucas Hoisma in second now. Hoisma rebounding from that crash with Orndorff. It's going to get tight. Montrose settles in the 3rd. Edwards trying to use the high line to get 4th from Quinn Newton. And here comes Bikey in the 27. Miller already gotten by Mike Chris. Miller now the closest to the front on those fresh tires. 30 looked like he was a lot of shape there. Montrose all the way up to the fence, rubs that quarter panel against it. There he goes, going to shoot through the middle and get by. Bikey out of shape in the 27, saves it. Cliff Mullins making a good move at the bottom of 3 wide, moving up. Dario now working on Mike Edwards.
Jesus, you were flying off that corner, 30.
You heard 14's reaction to it.
That top side's nice. Just burns your shit up.
Hoytsman's gotten the lead from Cody Cleaver. Cleaver now running in the middle. Hoytsman's still up top. Dario all the way at the bottom. Edwards through the middle. I think all 4 of the top 4 took a slightly different line there.
Thank you.
This time all running in the bottom 2 lanes. Much Stereo try to get second away. He stalks the back of the 2 of Cody Cleaver. Top 3 all in different lines once again. Oh, there's a wreck in the background. Dalton Hayes at 39, 01, 15, all involved. 26 makes a good move. Get away from it. Saw the 39 get in the middle of that.
Thanks for the room, Jake.
Oh, Nick, what happened to you? You were running good. How'd you get knocked out?
Good work, Eddie.
Only got 4 wide there. I don't think they knew it. 17 tags to 39. Oh, you just withdrew? Oh my gosh, Scott Elson. You're just doing it for stage? Nice. Dalton Hayes once again heavily damaged in the 47, but All-Star car not working out so great for him. Peters has some significant right front damage in the 01. Peters still had it faster for at least. Let's watch the 26 miss all that. He did a good job. Riding with the 26 as he goes down into 1 and 2. C cars are 3 and 4 wide up ahead. Down they go. Barely misses a 39. It looked way cooler from the TV shot.
I can look at the fact that I ran in the grass to get back on the field.
No one needs to know that. Alright, so pit stops once again. Bikey leading the pack down.
Lucky dog high.
Let's see who takes tires, who takes fuel. It's like a fuel stop for Bikey. Same for Miller.
No.
We're not seeing any tire stops. Cars further in the back getting damage fixed. The 39, one of those. See Llewellyn. I believe that's Dalton Hayes getting damage fixed. Scott Elson spent 8 minutes repairing damage on pit road. 7 laps down, but still out there. Currently in a 26th position. He sticks at it. He can at least get to 25th as Nick Hammer is retired from the race. Top 12 stay out. Top 11, excuse me. Top 11 stay out. Hoytsman, Therio, Cleaver, Edwards, Mullins, Newton, Mike Christopher, Ethan Evers, Corey Deal, Jake Lawrence, and Jonathan Legger all stay out here. 4 of those cars still on older tires. Therio, Edwards, Mullins, and Legger. Those cars did not take tires 7 laps ago and stayed out this time. Front row will be Hoytsma and Therio. Cleaver, Edwards, row 2. And Mullins and Quinn Newton, row 3. Mike Chris, Ethan Evers, row 4. Corey Deal, Jake Lawrence, rounding out the top 10. Give a call to Jake Lawrence. I know he's rebounding back for some health stuff, so we'll just not violate HIPAA laws and put it that way. Got the Magic School Bus, bright yellow paint in that Camaro. Wow, where's the rest of our field? 25 cars still running. Some of those on pit road repairing damage like Dalton Hayes. Field works their way out of turn number 4. Pull those belts tight one more time. Be 31 to go at the line. Green flag back in the air, and here we go. Hoytsma gets a sizable jump on Therio. Top 5, 6 already single file. Mike Chris, Ethan Evers first side-by-side battle as we head into 1. I think the bottom usually prevails on the opening lap, especially if they 1 and 2. And then from there, it's anybody's guess. That's been my experience, at least here at Auto Club Speedway. Cody Cleaver up the track trying to make a move there, but nothing doing. Swicegood's going to clear Corey Deal. May also get Ethan Evers by the time he gets to 1. Following his low drag teammate there. Now Corey Deal in the purple and white and gold car. Going to try to get the inside of Ethan Evers. A little further back, Bikey, I believe that's his teammate Miller, and Daniel Lawallen 3 wide. And they're backed out of it a little bit. Bikey drives it in there deep. In the middle there, that is the 9, Johnny Outlaw JR Deal. He's going to lose a couple of spots there. Don't think it's done yet. Mike Chris gets by the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Hoytsma's moved up to the top. Therio up there with him. The 27 of Bikey out of shape off the corner. Able to save it. Quinn Newton, Mike Christopher, that is 4th and 5th. Mike Chris in the 70 is making good of those tires he put on 11 laps ago, up to the 4th spot. .30 of Therio closing in on the back bumper of our leader, Lucas Hoytsma. I think they're both running the top now. Hoytsma a little lower. Therio followed him down. That's surprising. Hoytsma gets up and into the outside walls, the race leader. See how much momentum he loses from that. As Therio going to close in on him. Hoytsma jockeying for position. Both going to run right up by the wall. Therio going to then drive it down off the top. Oh, that was so close.
Oh, good. Sorry, Cliff, don't get me.
So close. I think Evers may have made contact with Mullins, and Evers worried about Cliff getting him back.
Tackle, I swear.
That was funny.
Cliff stalking him a little bit just to intimidate. Here comes Cody Cleaver. Cleaver, as I say that, shoots down to the inside out of shape. He's going to lose several spots as he loses his momentum. As soon as I mention Cleaver, drops like a rock. Swicegood up to the 3rd spot. 24 Machine gets 2nd here. Very surprised cars with fresher tires haven't pushed up a little bit better than they have. Swicegood going to go for the lead here. He's going to get it off the corner. 24 Swicegood to the race lead, passing Lucas Hoytsma. Here comes Mike Christopher. Those low drag boys coming to race tonight. There goes Mike Chris up into third. He's going to pull alongside Lucas, battle for second. Dario falls to fourth. Mike Chris running the bottom. Dario Hoisma still battling, even though it's not for the lead anymore. And here comes Corey Deal. See Pablo, where'd he come from? Bringing Jake Lawrence with him. Corey Deal up to fourth now. Jake Lawrence just riding right on his back bumper. Both these cars about 17 laps since they came and took 4 fresh tires. Swice good, out of shape, coming off a turn 2. Our race leader down on the apron. Trust me when I say that's not the ideal line. Able to maintain the lead though. Corey Deal, Jake Lawrence up in that second groove. Corey Deal closing in on Mike Chris. He's going to stay to the top. Mike Chris drops down to get draft off of Zach Swicegood. Deal trying to keep air on the nose of that Mustang. Probably going to turn to the inside here. Oh, is that the 30? Dario. Hang on to it. Nice save from the 30. Deal to the inside.
No!
He lose it again? I don't know what the no was for. Corey Deal alongside Mike Chris, right behind Swicegood.
Well, that's
Mike Chris high, Deal still low. Deal go try to drive it off the corner straight. Get a good launch, get some help from Lawrence. They're still side by side down the backstretch. Meanwhile, Ethan Evers battles Lucas Hoisma for 6th. Mike Chris way up the track. See if he has to lift. So that was pretty quick to get to the top. Still has that help from Swicegood trying to pull him along. They stay side by side for second. See the one of Ian Montrose. He's made his way up into 5th.
Putting this time.
That is Lucas Hoisma in 7th, calling himself to pit road here. Been 31 laps since Hoisma came to pit road, so he kind of had to come. See the 97 duck down off of the track. Brings the 2 of Cody Cleaver with him. Cleaver on the same strategy. Quinn Newton stayed out. He was also on that strategy. A little surprising out of the 88 going an extra lap. Drivers should be able to make it to the end from here. Might be interesting if Swicegood could make it to the end from here. It's right on the edge. Like 34 laps, I think, if they go green.
I'm sitting.
I'm guessing that's Quinn. Yeah. 88 Quinn Newton hits pit road. Mike Chris trying to take over the race lead. Next set of cars that would probably need to pit would be Mike Chris, Corey Deal, Jake Lawrence, Ethan Evers. Maybe some guys trying to make it to the end. They would have to be stretching that fuel tank really far. I don't think they can do it, but they could come for a splash and go. Corey Deal shoots the middle, goes up to the lead. Here comes Swicegood on the crossover. believe Swice Good led that lap. Swice around bottom. Corey Deal up high. Mike Chris, Jake Lawrence also up high. Ian Montrose even higher. Corey Deal clears. I believe Deal's going to lead this lap. And C. Pablo leads. Mike Chris second. Zach Swice Good is third. Jake Lawrence fourth. Ian Montrose a little further back in fifth. Here's Ian. See Hoytsman and Cleaver in the back of the shot. Hoytsman 19th, 1 lap down. Cleaver 20th, 1 lap down. They're hoping this stays green.
Sorry, Jake, I didn't mean to wash up.
Swice started to track up. It lifted. This car got tight off 4. Montrose couldn't capitalize as he smacked it off the wall. 16 to go. Cars with the best chance of making it on fuel will be Swice Good and Montrose. 24 in the 1. It's 97 Hoytsma trying to unlap himself. A little further back, Gallimore and Miller. These two also about the same shot of making it, along with Bikey. Corey Deal and Mike Chris, there's no way they can make it. They'd have to go 41, 42 laps. Pretty tall order. Don't think that's possible. Mike Edwards said under green, it's like 25 laps. But we're already hitting stints of 26 and 27 right now. So Hoytsma unlaps himself. Now if the caution flies, the lucky dog will go to Cleaver in 20th. Here comes the number 99. Race leader, Corey Deal hits pit road. Turns it over to Mike Christopher, Jake Lawrence, Ian Montrose, Ethan Evers. Here comes Cody Cleaver, trying to unlap himself. He's caught up to the race leader. Jake Lawrence enters the corner very low. Wonder if he's coming to pit road. Yes, he is. Jake Lawrence, 68 Magic School Bus, coming to pit road. Mike Chris stays out one more lap. Yellow flag flies.
Never fails with you guys.
Thank you so much.
Bless up.
Oh my gosh. Is that Cliff?
I'm finishing like he's going
That was
out.
Mike. Jonathan Lager just turns right down into Mike. What happened there?
Yep.
Just turns right into Mike Edwards. No apparent reason.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Michael's dead.
Oh my gosh.
Take him off the track.
Yeah, it is
Wow.
getting bad.
Come on, y'all, catch up.
Just why?
Checking up middle back stretch.
Interesting is a word for it. 12 to go. Who pits? Who stays out? I think the top 13 have to come. Guess Hoyt's my first one to stay out. Dude, Mike, did you see the replay? It's so bad. Hoytsa stays out. Cleaver stays out. You didn't take your tires? Whoops. Whoopsie. That's why you came back down, Mr. Deal. Got the tires this time. 14-second stop. Yeah. So Hoytsma, 9 laps on his tires. Cleaver, 9 laps on his. Jake Lawrence, 3 laps on the yellow school bus there. This might work out. You didn't get held. Nice. Dingman. Fuel only here. He'll restart 4th. Montrose. First one on 4 tires in 5th. Montrose, Swicegood, Bikey, Christopher, Ethan Evers, Paul Gallimore, Eve Miller, Therio, Lilith Peters, Kelly Hyatt, Corey Deal, all coming off pit road, 4 tires and fuel. Lights out on the pace car. The wave around cars will get gone. Cliff Mullins, Daniel Llewellyn, and the 9. JR Deal going to take the wave around. They will be on the lead lap, all 3 of them. Lucas leading a next gen race. He's had to work for it. He got wrecked early on. He's actually kind of a sitting duck right now. He's on 9 lap old tires. Everyone 5th on back has brand new tires. So yeah, it's going to be a fight for him for this last 10 laps. Going to be a fight. Get your popcorn ready.
Wait, I'm gonna stay low, turn 1.
The top 2 stay out here. They have 10 laps on their tires. Jake Lawrence had just come off pit road when the yellow flew, so he's only got yellow flag laps on his tires. Then everyone else, Dingman didn't get tires. So 5th on back has fresh tires. Montrose, Swicegood, Bikey, and the lot. Hoytsma quickly on the accelerator, hoping that quick jump can get him a sizable lead here. See who you pick in chat for the race win, given that information. See Clapper's taking the red and white 27. Jake Lawrence working over the 2 of Cleaver. Dingman on older tires. Lawrence probably has the best shot of the cars up front, as it looks like Corey Deal is bouncing off the wall. Montrose has gotten clear on the fresh rubber. He's in 4th. Montrose tags the wall coming out of 4. Tires not seeming to make much difference. The 6 or so green flag laps that Hoytsma and Cleaver have on their tires. Doesn't seem to be making much of a difference yet. Zach Swicegood now up to 4th as Montrose has faltered a bit as Bikey goes around in the 27. That'll bring out the caution and we'll have to do it again. Montrose has involved a lot of cars tied up in that one.
We're 3 wide, man. Like, come on.
The 1 and 01 come to rest against each other.
Is it my fault we're 3 wide? Why are we 3 wide?
Because it's like 10 laps to go.
So when you go 3 wide,
What was that?
I think Mikey came up into
What?
it.
Brother, that was you. Not knowing we were 3 wide.
I don't know. He didn't come down. He had more room to go out, but he didn't come down.
You 3 wide all night, Brandon, dude.
Alright, guys, cut it out. 5 wide here.
We talk about the one car turning down and like picking out 3 other cars after the wreck.
You know it's Auto Club, right? They literally do 5 wide salutes down the front stretch because of how wide it is.
Oh my gosh.
And I didn't take that one 3 wide, so watch the replay, buddy.
Let's do that.
I love how I get killed after the wreck's already done.
Brandon, I didn't say you took it 3 wide. You're on the bottom and 2 cars are above it. And you just pushed up into it.
That's what I said.
Test, 27.
I agree with Mike Christopher's assessment there. He died because of one. I mean, the 27 just keeps coming up. Watch. He comes up like it's too wide.
You need to watch it.
And then there's where Corey dies.
Yeah, because you're blind.
Late race entertainment.
And dead.
To be honest with you, if the car in the middle of 3 wide is touching both cars, I don't think it's on him.
I would agree.
Yeah, Brandon, that was on you, I'm afraid.
I agree with that also.
Yeah, I'm taking it 3 wide, I'm just trying to grow all those.
Making sure there's no shenanigans between these two. The one definitely passed people going into pit road. So if he got a black, he should serve it. Well, that was interesting.
Just gonna let y'all know I'm going 3 wide here on this damn restart.
As you should. It's Auto Club. You can do it. Just leave room.
And I might wall some of y'all on purpose. I really don't know.
It's that cliff.
Love you, boy. The Cliff Mullins Win 'em All tour is in full effect.
It's week 2. Can't win them all if you don't win week 2. Or, you know, any other week. Lights are out on our iRacing sedan pace car. Lucky Spada is a good restaurant? What? Ian, you hit the wall a lot coming off the corner. I know a lot of people have, but I noticed your car in particular. You and the 30. Shenanigans? Name of that restaurant with the goofy shit on the wall? Field working our way down the backstretch. Alright, we got a whole new set of players up front. Who you picking now, chat? Hoytsma, Cody Cleaver, Jake Lawrence, Zach Swicegood, Paul Gallimore, Mark Dingman, Therio, Evers, Legger, and, well, Hyatt and Scherer bouncing back and forth for a 10th. But that is your top 10. Got a pick for the 2 of Cleaver. I can't believe anyone picks against Hoytsma, ever. I know you don't want the low-hanging fruit, but still. Best tires is Swicegood in 4th. Dan picking the 24. Here we go. Hoytsma gets the jump. Cleaver's going to try to get down between him and Lawrence. Swicegood would actually be helped by that. if he can stay to the outside and rim ride it. Cleaver will come up and cut off that advance. Swice going to go to the middle. Lawrence going to keep it hammered down as the battle's on for second. Lawrence is getting loose. 68 out of shape. Cleaver gets into the outside wall. Both of those are helping for Lucas Weissman. Meanwhile, in the back, the 70s tagged the wall. Mike Christopher. Do Cleaver and Schweisgood have enough to get by Lucas Hoytsma here? Will be 3 to go when we get to the stripe. So far, heard a couple cars bounce off the wall, but nobody's brought out the caution. Cliff Mullins 3 wide with Hyatt and Evers. Cleaver right on the back bumper of Lucas Hoytsma, stalking him. Those two on equal strategy. Cleaver gets out of shape. That's going to help Schweisgood. Jake Lawrence bouncing it off the wall. Jonathan Legger. Crazy move down the inside there, but makes it work. Schweisgood's moving up to second. Closing in on the back bumper of race leader Lucas Hoytsma. Positions changing like crazy right now. Hard to keep track of it all. All right, 3/10 back as Schweisgood's moved into second. Has 9 lap fresher tires than the race leader. 2 to go. Can Schweiss make those tires pay off? Gets up the track a bit. Had to lift on exit. I think he got tight, which is odd. He's going to have to try and reel back in, Hoytsman. Schweiss running the middle line there. He's going to get a decent run here. Hoytsman drops to the bottom to try and block him. Push Schweiss to the top. Schweiss going to cut underneath him. Hoytsman not able to head him off. Schweiss to the inside on the final lap. Schweiss going to wrap the bottom through 1 and 2. Hoytsman's going to try to use the momentum up top. Schweiss is a little too low. Gets loose down there. Hoytsman's going to have the momentum down the backstretch and the advantage. Try to say momentum and advantage at the same time. Hoytsma up ahead in 3 and 4. Schweiss squandered his opportunity, I think, getting loose coming out of 2. Hoytsma's going to drive it straighter off the corner. And that is going to do it. Lucas Hoytsma going to get to the stripe first. So Lucas Hoytsma wins. Schweiss in second. Cody Cleaver brings it home third. Dario fourth. Gallimore your top 5.
Good racing there.
Miller brings it home 6th. Spikey 7th.
Good
Mullins
race,
8th. Jonathan Legger in 9th. Quinn Newton
GG.
grabs the type 10.
Good race, boys. Appreciate you coming out.
Get the top 3 to the waiting room, please, and thank you, Cleaver and Schweisgood and Hoytsman.
Thanks, man.
Hoytsman had to work for that one.
Gonna push me down the pit lane. I don't want to use any more fuel, Jake.
Peppers, flares!
Sounds like cars are rigging. Lucas, going to do the burnout through the grass. Slide it into victory lane. At least try to. Then hit the wall. There he goes. Alright. Cleaver, Schweisgood, Hoytsma, victory lane, please and thank you. Victory lane. Waiting room. Same thing. Let's go bring Cleaver up since he's in his team chat. Cody, DG, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, sir, you brought it home
Yeah, we
in the
clear
third
by the way.
position. How much fun was that tonight?
I mean, I got to admit when the caution came out after the fuel run, I thought I was screwed, to be completely honest. So very happy with it. Very fun. The last 5 laps there between Zach, Lucas, and I were probably worth the price of admission there.
That was very, very entertaining there. All right. Well, congrats on the 3rd place finish. You got those friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
Yes, sir. Well, first off, thank you for broadcasting. I know tonight you were dealing with things a little bit, so still thank you for coming out, putting on the show for us. Thanks to the guys at Blockbuster, Ian, Scott tonight racing, and then everyone else on the team as well. And yeah, thanks to my family.
Perfect. Congrats on that third place finish in the old Mohawk Camaro, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yes, sir. See
Busy
you,
night
DG.
tomorrow in trucks, right? We got Road America.
Not tomorrow. Rockingham tomorrow in trucks.
When's Road America? Because I know you were talking about the lap count for it.
Yeah, Road America is after halfway 10 somewhere.
We'll worry about it
I
later
don't
then.
know.
We'll worry about it later then. Rockingham,
Exactly.
you said? Where we got? Rockingham?
Rockingham, yeah.
Beautiful.
Got 130 laps at Rockingham.
Be perfectly bumpy and nobody will be upset, right?
Yeah. In a perfect world.
All right, bud. We'll see you tomorrow night.
And it's CDG.
Cody Cleaver runs the truck series for us, so I could get a little truck plug in there while we were talking about it. Go ahead, bring in Swice, finishing second. Swice, DG, you got the copy?
Long time no talk.
I know, right, man? How you been?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. You put on a hell of a show there.
I was scared, and I had to use my fast repair. What was that, lap 4 or 8, maybe? I was like, oh, this is gonna be a long night. But we salvaged, and I love the 2 miles. I hate this one's going away, and I wasn't gonna. I knew when Lucas pinched me in 1 and 2, I knew he had it. I was like, there's no way I can get a run. I had better tires, but once he held me down and killed my momentum, I knew that was it.
Yeah, it looked like you got a little loose coming off of 2 because of the way he pinched down there, and you just couldn't get that momentum back by the time you got back around.
Yeah, I love this track. Like I said, I hate it's going away, but yeah, it was fun. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be racing with my friends again, and it's fun.
10-4, we got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
Labor 12, Low Drag, CTC Racing Network, Sidewinder, you, of course, for broadcasting this. Appreciate you. It's crazy to see how it's grown. It's so cool to see how big it is now and what you've done with everything. And I'm proud of you. It looks good.
Appreciate you, my man. All right, congrats on that second place finish tonight. I really wish you would have got Lucas. I didn't want to have to interview him again for another win, but here we go.
That's Lucas for you. Can't dodge him. I appreciate it, man.
10-4, take care. That is Zach Swicegood finishing in second. That will bring in the man of the hour, Lucas Hoytsma, getting another win here. Had to work for that one. But, tell me how those last couple of laps were battling your teammate there.
Well, that the first caution that came out late in the race, I was like, oh man, that's it, that's the race. And I came out there with 9-lap older tires and just hoping to be able to hold on for maybe a top 5, top 10 points. But then we went green for a few laps, kept the tires cool, and then another caution came out, took out a bunch of fast cars, and I was like, oh, maybe we got something here. So, I was able to restart in the lead, got a good jump, and 24 was able to get to me on the white flag, but I think if he had one more, he would have gotten by me pretty easily. He said he didn't want to throw the slider because he was worried one of us was going to get wrecked out of it. So definitely some respect to Zach. Definitely could have put me in the wall on the exit of 2, throwing that slider, but still able to get that win, and it was a crazy race. I can't believe I won it. It was something.
10-4, yeah, you went through a lot. You had that wreck early on. The caution didn't even come out. How did you feel? Like you were totally screwed at that point, I imagine?
Well, yeah, the car got a meatball, broke the right front, had to come down for my quick repair, and then I come back out, tires are shredded, and, somehow I was able to get that lucky dog. Really fortunate to be able to get back in the lead and able to at least get back on the lead lap even. It was, yeah, so I definitely counting my lucky stars tonight that I was able to even have a chance at the win.
That real paint scheme, they had a speeding penalty and had to come back from it, so, you just had to have some kind of adversity.
Yeah, I had to battle that Bush brother adversity.
All right, let's hear those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs.
I just want to shout out Lucas Oil, Labor 12, all my teammates. Me and Blake, yeah, it's a little rough there for a second, but he just made a mistake. No hard feelings to him or anything like that. And shout out to everybody who raced tonight. I think it was a bunch of fun racing. And and you for doing the broadcasting as always. I heard you were having trouble with your voice, so props to you for doing the broadcast. You still did a great job.
Appreciate you, my guy. Congrats on the victory, and thanks for everything you do in our community. We appreciate you.
All right, thanks, Matt. See you next week.
Lucas getting the victory tonight in the number 97 Lucas Oil Camaro. Congrats to him. Let's look at our final field rundown here. We have Lucas, of course, winning the race tonight. Swice in second, Cleaver in third, Therio fourth, Gallimore fifth, Miller sixth, Bikey seventh, Mullins eighth, Legger gets ninth, and Quinn Newton your top 10. Then we have Ethan Evers grabbing 11th, Horton, Scherer, Hyatt, and Deal the top 15, Peters, Dingman, Lawrence, Llewellyn, and Edwards your top 20. Mike Chris, tough night for him after having such a good run. Winds up 21st, 4 laps down. Montrose, Deal, as you saw Corey get tagged there late in that one last wreck. Scott Elston, Dalton Hayes, Nick Hammer. Hammer was running well, just decided to get stage points and leave, which was kind of funny. Blake Giglio, CJ Orndorff, Dave Hoytsma, and Perez, your top 30. Hope you guys enjoyed our race here tonight. You can become part of it if you'd like. Head on over to dgsracing.com, click the big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord where you can either be a fan, hang out, see what's going on, or you can sign up to run in any of our leagues. We have 9 different series. We have triple header on Tuesday, and every other night has one single race. Come check it out. We'd love to have you join our community, dgsracing.com. Thank you so much for everything tonight. We have to say thanks to our friends at Fort Worth Screen Printing, fwscreen.com, helping us put on our league here on Cup Series and on Xfinity Series nights. We appreciate them and all that they do for our community. John Garrett and the folks over there do a lot of awesome stuff, so check them out, fwscreen.com. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight, and we'll see you in our next race.